Madam Chairwoman, before I move forward with my opening statement, I would like to commend FEMA's response, recovery, and relief efforts related to Hurricane Sandy. As a native of New Jersey, I can attest to the severe damage caused to our public and private properties, critical infrastructure, and transportation systems. The coordinated efforts to foster regional collaboration with our local first responders and neighborhoods and neighboring states is a testament of the whole community approach. Thank you. Today we will discuss FEMA's efforts to measure the return on investment from Homeland Security grants provided to states and locals, as well as identify and close preparedness gaps with Homeland Security resources. Also, we are eager to learn about FEMA's fiscal year 2012 impractical proposal to consolidate 16 Homeland Security grants under the National Preparedness Grant Program. FEMA's Homeland Security grants have enhanced state, territory, local, and tribal government capabilities to plan, coordinate, and train to prepare for any and to respond to any natural, terroristic attack, or catastrophic situations. Since 2002, Congress has appropriated $39 billion for Homeland Security grants. Congress and FEMA would like to use this hearing to further investigate and understand the returns on investments taxpayers are receiving from the grant program. We have to determine how Homeland Security grants have specifically helped our communities become further equipped to handle threats and natural disasters, and how we can sustain our preparedness. It is for this reason that Congress has directed FEMA to establish performance matrix that would allow states and urban areas to report the capabilities they've built with federal funding. Over the years, FEMA has presented plans to gauge the effectiveness of its Homeland Security grants. However, it's a history of mostly unsuccessful attempts. The OIG, GAO, and the National Academy for Public Administration released respective findings that FEMA must do the following: improve its guidance in establishing performance matrix and measurements, establish qualitative and quantitative frameworks to measure grants performance, and develop and implement a system for assessing natural preparedness capabilities. In addition to the findings of the OIG, GAO, and NAPA, staff have learned that critical information about the success of grant programs such as UASI, MMRS, and others have not been properly conveyed to Congress. It would be unfortunate for wholesale changes and cuts to be made to our grant programs that will result in the elimination of capabilities necessary to meet complex challenges of emergencies, because FEMA has not clearly presented the efforts of state and locals. Mr. Manning, I admire FEMA's attempts to promote and streamline the grant process, but I'm confounded to hear from our Homeland Security stakeholders about the department's audacity to move forward with the implementation of NPGP despite congressional opposition. Last year, the Senate and House rejected this proposal because it lacked the necessary details and stakeholder outreach. Last week, the Senate Appropriations released the Consolidated and Further Appropriations Act of 2013, which rejected the NPGP proposal due to the lack of justification and includes bill language prohibiting obligations of funds for such programs or any successor program unless authorized by Congress. Congress created discrete programs to direct grants investments to address specific gaps in national and local preparedness capabilities. Measuring preparedness is a difficult task, but I hope this hearing will help us better understand how FEMA can successfully move forward in achieving its goals of ensuring that local communities have the necessary tools, resources, and processes to keep their people safe. I look forward to hearing FEMA's response to our concerns and its efforts to implement performance measures. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I yield back.